Here's my video with Toby showing and explaining how I use the TQA format to train him. So right now we're looking at the score sheet for the TQA. We'll score on a number from a -3 to a +3 of how well they've done. As we go through this video, I will go over the score sheet to explain it more in depth. So the first maneuver that we are going to look at is stand to saddle, accept bridle, and stand to get on. So while I'm saddling him, I'll explain what TQA is. TQA is training quality assurance. It helps trainers reach their goals while learning to eliminate resistance. So throughout the video, I will talk more about TQA and what it's all about. So after I get him saddled, I will bridle him, and then after the bridling process is done, I will show how he is to get on. So we will get on from the left and right side. I first started off with the left, so what I'm doing there is I'm pushing him so he'll get balance. I'll push and pull. As you can see, his legs are straight, so while I go to hop on, he will be able to maintain his balance and won't lose his balance. So I'll get halfway on, and then I'll ask for horizontal direction. So horizontal direction is when slack is taken out of the rein, the horse puts it back in with suppleness with the pull and loin. So right now I will show from getting on from the right side. I got him all nice and square. I'll grab the mounting block. I will hop on. So for all these 3 maneuvers, I will give him a +1. The next maneuver is horizontal direction and stage 1 on the ground in and away from you. So right now I'm getting horizontal direction. There you go. I would probably give him a +1, and then this is in and away from you. I will send his head by pulling, and then I'll ask him to come around with pressure and relief. And then he'll come around and come all the way to me. And then I will also demonstrate this on the other side. And then the next part of this maneuver is stage 1. So stage 1 is stop inside front foot and move other feet forward around it. So for these 2 maneuvers, I would give him a +2. The next maneuver on our score sheet is doubling at walk, trot, and lope. So as I double, I will slide my hand down, look over my shoulder, and ask him. As I do this, I will give pressure, and then once he gives me relief, I'll give him a little bit of relief, and then I'll ask again. So I'll look over, and then I'll ask him to double, and then I'll go to a trot. So as I'm demonstrating these, let me talk about the TQA corner. So one side we're testing the task completion, the other side we are testing the foundation. So for the foundation, number 1, self-preservation, fight or flight. If it's high, it'll be in the negative. If it's low, it'll be in the positive. And then the next is confidence. If it's low, it'll be in the negative. If it's high, it'll be in the positive. And then the sensitivity, if they are sensitive, very responsive, it'll be positive. If they're dull, it'll be negative. And then for this maneuver, I would give him a +2. He did very good when I asked him to. The next maneuver we are looking at is stage 2 with willing submission, standing and walking. So with this, I'll ask for stage 1, which is stop inside front foot, move other feet forward around it, into stage 2, which is hindquarters pulling the horse in a reverse motion. So I'll do this in both directions. You also want to look for willing submission. So willing submission is when slack is taken out of the rein, the horse puts it back in with suppleness with pull and loin. So now I'm asking it from a walk, which will just ask him to stop with his hindquarters. So for both of these maneuvers, I would give him a +2. The next maneuver we will be looking at is lope outside in a straight line. For this maneuver, I would give him a +2. He loped out great, and I had no resistance. The next maneuver we will be looking at is stage 3 with willing submission. Stage 3 is lateral movement of the front and hind feet together. So the other things on the score sheet that I wanted to talk about was the energy. If it's low, it'll be negative. If it's high, it'll be in the positives. Willingness. If they're resistant, it'll be in the negative. If they're willing, it'll be in the positive. So, and then the calm reaction to social separation. If it's calm, it'll be in the negative. If they're nervous, it'll be in the positive. So for stage 3, I would give him a positive 2. The next thing on our score sheet that we would be doing is horizontal direct. So for these maneuvers, I would give him a positive 3. He did really good for me and I was very proud. So the credits for the songs goes out to I'm Music. Thank you so much for watching my video.